I need Pilate's endorsement if I ever hope to get a promotion.
Your record speaks for itself, Dominus.
You have utterly failed me in the tent city.
Remember how Gaius was talking with Simon?
Mm-hmm.
They're having that little bromance?
Yeah.
You know?
They were developing relationship, yes.
And then he was talking about his son, and then a servant who's like a son.
Right, kind of adopted him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, do you think that his servant boy is going to fall ill and need to be healed?
It would seem to be that way. I'm so slow at
Were
this
you
stuff.
thinking that yet?
No. I'm so slow at this stuff.
They're throwing it out there.
Yeah,
you see that?
I don't know that I was even coming
It took me a while. After we watched it last time, then I was like laying in bed or something, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I think there are times when I am just along for the ride.
Right. People have been saying this for a long time.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
Sure,
I'm sure they have. But literally every movie I would watch growing up or something, everybody'd be like, I saw that coming. And I'd be like, I was so surprised. Right. I'm the best guy for surprises, you know?
And worst of all, they have no money. Zero. No one works. Waiting around for a spectacle from the preacher who, I might add, I thought we were done with. And jailing them costs money, so...
How can I make it right?
You could kill Jesus of Nazareth. Make a very public display of it so they have no reason to stay.
I don't know. Do you think that conversations like this were had about Yeshua, on the Roman side? I mean, it was obvious that they were having these conversations from a Jewish religious,
Right.
there were some throughout the Gospels that were like, we got to trap them. We gotta catch them, and then as it developed, we gotta kill them.
Right.
But I don't necessarily see that on the Roman side. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the reason is just because these towns aren't millions of people.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, if he's healing the crowds, I mean, they're going to hear about it.
And drawing crowds.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're definitely going to hear about it.
I think they would have quickly heard about it, been concerned about it, because they're just trying to keep the Pax Romana, right? The Roman peace, and they don't want anything that's going to stir up anything. The revolutionaries especially, which is what they're trying to show here. So, and this would happen, right? There were guys that would rise up and they would claim to be the Messiah.
For sure.
It would lead a revolution, they would get crushed, and they would die,
Semi-regular thing.
Yeah, this was a real thing.
Yeah.
So I think that they would have been highly on guard or alert.
On their radar.
Exactly.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Atticus is meeting with Pilate in Jerusalem, and he's telling on me like a meddling little brother. He's there right now, slandering our oversight of Capernaum. I need Pilate's endorsement if I ever hope to get a promotion.
So speaking of Gaius and us just now thinking that he might be the guy, Atticus, always eating Atticus, we know he goes to Jerusalem and he's talking to Herod, Pilate.
Pilate, yeah.
And he's definitely the guy who's, surely this was the Son of God.
Ooh.
Oh.
Throwing out a prediction.
I said definitely. I don't really know, but I think they're setting that up because then you kind of know the characters, right? And it's more fun when you know the character, and then he turns and loves Yeshua. So
could be.
Right?
Could be.
Because he oversees everything, kind of sits back and oversees, so I think he'll be overseeing that final crucifixion scene.
I like that you just dubbed him always eating Atticus.
I do that.
Gaius, use your imagination. If you see a damaged home, tell them it's not up to code and tear it down. If you see somebody who's sick, arrest them for spreading pestilence. Somebody selling wares, tell them they don't have permission and shut them down. Put out the fires, Gaius, until it's too cold, dark, and miserable to stay. Crimmy.
I know what I must do, Dominus.
You know, his servant is who gets healed.
Yeah.
Is because they're showing him softening up, right?
yeah.
You've been pointing this out along the way. Like he's soft, and it began with Matthew, and
Yep.
they just continually are showing him sensitive to Yeshua.
Yeah.
So like when, you know, Quintus here is talking about killing him, you can
see the conflict.
He's
Yeah.
squirming a little bit. He's
For
like,
sure.
I don't think so,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like he's a sympathizer at this point, but later it's gonna be different.
Right.
I mean, you know the story. It's like he comes to him, and it's a pretty dramatic story. So it's gonna be good. Now you're setting it up. I'm even more excited.
Right. If you enjoyed our Messianic reaction videos and you want to go deeper in your understanding of God and the Bible, you can take our upcoming course at Grafted U, an introduction to a biblical Messianic worldview. And we're offering you a special 20% discount right now. So if you want to find out more information and you want to register for the course, check out the link in the description below.
I was thinking Atticus Finch, you know, from what story?
I have no idea.
Can't remember either. All my literary friends are like, yes, To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah. Always eating Atticus.
I never thought we'd have a To Kill a Mockingbird reference on Grafted.
No.
So, and maybe we won't.
Yeah, this could be all